do it.
Hey, it's 2019.
Hey, it's 2019, and this is the Uncut Podcast.
Welcome everybody
2019
to another episode of the Uncut Podcast.
So, are we changing the name because it's the new year? Can we change it to the Cut Podcast?
Yeah, we could change it if you want. We could change it every month, starting now.
I think now, since it's the new year, we should cut out everything that is inappropriate and not politically correct out of the podcast because it's 2019.
Yeah, it sounds perfectly like how 2019 would be envisioned. Keep it family friendly.
Yeah, keep the kids in mind.
Even your younger brother can watch this stream. Everybody can watch this stream. But welcome everybody. What are we gonna talk about? Someone just give something away. I don't even know.
New Year's? Yeah.
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 Still recovering.
Dude, I don't know if I've brushed my teeth.
That was pretty good.
Honestly, on a real note, I don't know if I brushed my teeth today.
I forgot.
It's kind of disgusting.
Like 3 o'clock.
I brushed my teeth before I came here.
What did you guys do for New Year's?
My buddy's Logan's house. A lot of food, a lot of alcohol. So good old time. There was a Christmas tree on fire.
Good old time.
That's crazy.
Nice. I saw some stories.
Yeah.
A Gatorade jug being poured out of a window. Inside fireworks. Inside cigars.
Yeah.
Naked people.
By the way, if you're curious of our two guests today,
No, I was hoping.
Damn.
Were you there?
Man, if you suds up that
Yeah,
picture,
were you there on 4th of July?
It's over.
It's over. So funny.
if you're curious on who our guests are today, I picked up a random photographer and a hippie, local hippie.
It's your job to guess. It's your job to guess which one is which.
Because, you know, that's how it goes around here.
We got a lot of them.
A lot of hippies. Yeah, a lot of hippies.
There's an underpass near here, or an overpass.
Pick 'em up.
Just pick them
We get
up.
most of our guests there.
We get
We're
most of our
under-
guests there.
We're
Yeah.
under the overpass.
We're past now.
We're past
Now?
We're past the overpass. Hold up. Okay, let's transition straight into our...
Well. Yeah.
I've got a
Keys right here.
camo box. Oh, you fucked it up, Cam. Cam, you fucked up the cam.
What the hell did I do?
You moved it right in front of the...
Man, we have arms, Corey. We have arms, Corey.
Alright, there we go.
That's fine. That's fine enough. Let's transition straight into just one of these first topics that we talk about.
I
I saw on Twitter
Not too long ago.
probably about 3 days ago, a new conspiracy theory. I feel like you'll like this.
This is for one of our very special viewers if he's watching.
Dude, this is great because I just started a conspiracies. It's a Netflix series. It's literally called Conspiracies, and I'm so interested in for me like the moon landing stuff, like people talking about that. Like I'm pretty sure that happened, but the other ones, I don't know, dude. Like they're just like there's stuff like we'll obviously probably never know, but at the same time it's like what if, man? It's crazy.
I don't know.
Bigfoot's probably an alien.
That's why there's some theories.
Like,
Well, there
dude,
is-
I had no idea about like the conspiracies around Hitler's death. Like, you know, the only people who like said Hitler was dead was the German government.
For sure alive. They wouldn't have let him
Nobody ever,
stuck in a...
dude. Nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, he's dead by now, but nobody saw his body. They lied about where they
They
put
found
the
his
body.
wife's body though.
Yeah. You guys see the Family Guy?
They didn't say that in the episode, but what they did was they said that
And also,
they
to be
committed
fair-
suicide and then buried him like right outside the bunker of where he was.
That's weird.
And then they undug it way later, and it wasn't him.
There was
Like,
multiple,
it wasn't him,
occasions
dude.
where they had like a Hitler like double, and they killed him, and then turns out it wasn't.
Yeah, no, the
Or
conspiracy.
maybe Hitler was just a bunch of people.
Oh.
The conspiracy that they presented.
That's
was
true.
that
It could be.
They brought in a double for they brought in a double for Hitler and Eva Braun, and they killed them, buried them right outside the bunker, and Hitler escaped, and the German government was like, Hitler's dead.
I don't know how they
And
get him
everybody-
out though.
And like the FBI, like they like actively like looked because they weren't sure, and they never honestly found if
Hitler.
like they honestly never found Hitler. So there's like a really good chance that he did not die.
Man, there was
Yeah.
there was Russians and like
In
the Russians, the
1945.
British, and the Americans were all closing in on Berlin, like at the same time. I don't know how he would have gotten out.
Well, there was a lot of.
Yeah.
And like we own the skies.
there was
in
a
World
lot
War
of
II. Yeah, but I mean, he's
German
pretty powerful,
scientists
man.
that got.
Well, there's
went
like
to Argentina. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Dude, I watched a movie about Adolf Eichmann, who was one of like the top
it's the Holocaust
Nazi
guy,
guys.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he like ordered a bunch of killings, or he was in charge of the killings, and he escaped to Argentina. And the only reason they caught him was because his son was dating this girl who turned out to be a Jew, and ended up like feeding over information to the Israeli government, and then they came and found him. If it wasn't for that girl, they literally never would have found him.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
there's
good.
a movie about it. It's
Seriously.
insane.
I think it's also possible that we pardoned a lot of those German scientists
We did.
to help with the moon landing and all that kind of stuff.
But the
Dude, you
moon
know who
landing was
Werner
fake.
von Braun is?
Huh?
Werner von Braun. He's the guy like invented like rockets, and he was like really he was a huge Nazi.
Oh, Rocket Man. Eh?
Yes. He like created like the
Rocket Nazi.
V2s, which is what they used to like fucking destroy the UK. They like bombed the shit out of the UK with rockets, and like the US just captured him, and he like helped us get to the moon. So
But we didn't go to the moon. It's fake. It was made in the Hollywood basement. Red Hot Chili Peppers have a verse of it because
Talk about another conspiracy theory right there.
Yeah.
Chili Peppers.
Yeah, Chili Peppers.
Stanley Cooper.
There was
The moon
the
landing.
most prolific Nazi.
on Twitter there was this random dude I found just tweeted probably just to get popular like shit likes and shit. But there was this he said there's a new conspiracy and I believe it 100% that Delaware is not a state.
It's not. It's
My
not.
dad's from Delaware.
Like
Wait,
No
what
way.
background, like what
That's
information
crazy.
do you have to present that says Delaware is not a state?
I'll read you his entire like
Yeah.
hypothesis of why he said
It was literally
not
one
a
of the
state.
original 13 colonies.
It starts with, I'm here to tell you guys that the state of Delaware doesn't actually exist.
And he got 12,500 likes
Yeah.
on it.
Let me
Well,
start off.
3,000 retweets
Guys,
just by saying Delaware is not a state.
I can confirm that Delaware is a thing. I've seen the state sign. I've never been in there, but I've seen the
You're
state
up
sign.
you're up north, so you should
I'm
know.
glad we have a person here that
It's
can,
from-
that has seen Delaware, because
Yeah.
if not, I don't know if I can confirm that, dude.
He's
I've never
Never
been.
been there.
I've never seen
I've
goats
never
in
been.
California.
I've seen
That's
the
a real
land.
Oh, you've been to Delaware too?
I have.
We have two
Oh.
confirmations.
Two confirmations of
Delaware.
people
But are
from
you
Delaware.
Yeah, you real?
With that
That's a
being
question.
With that being said, I'm 90%
We
sure
might be
it's
in
real.
Delaware right now.
This entire country might be Delaware.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Delaware was the first state to ratify the goddamn Constitution. Okay?
He starts off by saying, let me start off by asking if any of y'all ever heard anything on the news /magazine /articles, etc. about Delaware. No, and don't even try to argue with me
You
on
can say
that.
that about any small state
I
in the
know.
U.S.
Like Rhode Island.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
seriously,
Yeah,
what
but
the
people-
fuck happens in Rhode Island?
I don't know. People talk about Rhode Island just because it's so small, but Delaware has nothing. Nothing going for them.
Famous
Rhode Island is the
state.
smallest state by size, right?
Mhm.
And then probably Delaware is after it.
Probably. I'd say
Yeah.
so.
Let's
I've
find
seen
out.
this tweet today about Rhode Island, and it said, I'm sure if we wanted to, all of Twitter could collectively get together and just put a stop to this whole Rhode Island thing.
What Rhode Island thing? like,
Announce it as a
like
state.
what?
What do you mean? Like, why does it need to not be a state? It's just Rhode Island. Nothing ever bad has happened, or
In
good,
Rhode Island.
or good for that matter, has happened in Rhode Island.
This dude continues on with, in fact, I feel like anyone who claims that they're from Delaware doesn't even exist and they were made up by the government. Aside from the no sales tax, Delaware is supposedly home to more than half of Fortune 500 companies because of the lenient corp laws. But I'm willing to bet that if you ask any of those corp leaders if they've been to the state, they'll say no.
willing to bet. You can't base a conspiracy on willing to bet.
And in a state where the ratio between the amount of chickens and people is outrageous, y'all expect me to believe it's an actual state?
Wow.
And now that I realize this isn't even just the state of Delaware, the weird things I've observed about this state applies to states like Wyoming as well, because nobody has heard a damn thing from them.
That's because so little people even live there.
What do you mean? It's the last state you say in the 50-50 United States. Everyone knows about Wyoming.
I know. He says, lastly, I don't really care to hear who says they're from Delaware, because I don't want to spend any of my time talking to government-constructed individuals.
So he's like, at the end, he's like, if you're from Delaware, I just don't care because you're part of the government scam.
Yeah. So that's the new conspiracy theory. Delaware, not really a state, not even land.
That
Do
is
you think?
crazy.
Do you think it's a real conspiracy theory? Think it could be real?
I don't know. Pretty sure Delaware's a state.
I'm pretty sure Delaware's a fucking state.
You want
Just
to bet?
saying. You want to bet? When's the last time you heard anything on the news about Delaware? Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
When's the last time?
It
When's the last time you
like
heard
the
anything
first,
on the news about Wisconsin? Like, you could make that argument about any state.
I think this is the most Delaware's ever been talked about.
I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you could make that argument about any state because you hear about Florida every
You
day.
hear about Florida every other
Okay,
day.
besides Florida and that dumbass.
Let's fucking roast Florida for a bit.
Okay.
Fuck
What do you got against Florida?
Fuck them.
Florida is
Anything
literally
good
the
south of
home.
Florida?
So close to the water.
Man, it's like America's
I
sump
bet
pump,
you
I
guys
swear.
like water, don't you?
Too many gators.
My uncle's from
The
Florida.
swamps.
My uncle's from Florida, and the last I can't say that on the podcast.
Literally America's
Oh,
sump pump.
come
can't say that.
on.
We pump all our shit
This is
there.
the Uncut Podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cut now.
Well, it's cut now because I didn't
Yeah,
say
it's
it.
2019. We're politically correct around here.
We've never cut anything.
Let's
from
say
the
he has a
podcast,
lot
though.
of like arguments against some of the people that live in Florida, a specific breed.
I read an article one
Arguments
time.
against. What does that even mean?
Gators?
No,
I hear getting in like fights with gators all the time.
he doesn't like the Haitians. We'll put it at that.
Oh, okay. I read an article one time that said this one chick
A lot of foreigners in
trained.
Cuba.
She trained a bunch of squirrels to kill her ex-husband.
Really?
And that happened in Florida.
That's crazy.
She trained like
What?
20 squirrels to swarm
Did she
her
actually,
ex-husband.
did they actually kill him?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if they killed him, but they got to him.
Really?
Hmm?
Oh, man.
Because she,
That's really cool
she got in
stuff.
trouble. So she definitely
Really?
did something wrong.
How do you train squirrels? Like, you have to pick one up off like the just chase squirrel,
kiss it.
catch it.
Go.
I don't know. What do you guys got against Florida? Now we're talking about Florida and
I
dissing
got
on
nothing.
Florida.
Anything against Florida?
Nice boys.
Let's say that's
Nice
nice.
state. Better
Dude,
than Delaware.
no, listen. Florida
At least
is
it is a
literally
state.
Yeah. At least it exists.
an example of everything that's wrong with this great nation of America.
It really is.
It literally is. There were people in Florida that made a Facebook page about shooting guns at a hurricane.
Really?
And there were like 4,000 people that said they were interested in it. That just goes to show.
How about that?
That just goes to show, like, how does a mass congregation of all the idiots in one nation get put in like one state
One
in the
state.
corner of the United States?
Put them right at the bottom.
Right,
Close enough to the ocean.
bottom corner, close enough to the ocean in case we need to saw them off. You know, push them out into the ocean.
Man, what if like
No,
the bullets
basically.
got stuck in the
I'm about to
hurricane
say
and
it's
like
like spinning
came
bullets.
Let's
back,
say,
returned fire?
What would happen if you literally shot a gun into a hurricane?
I don't. You can't shoot a hurricane. It's like huge,
Yeah, I
right?
would say, what if you shot a gun
I mean,
into a
You can't even
tornado?
see a hurricane, right?
For all we
'Cause they're,
know,
like,
a new
fucking-
conspiracy
they're
could be
huge.
there's a hurricane
Yeah.
man that controls a hurricane. New
Delaware,
conspiracy theory.
Delaware controls a hurricane.
What'd you say?
Delaware controls a hurricane.
But
We have a viewer that has requested we get back to Delaware.
we'll go back to Delaware then.
That is.
Hear more about this Delaware.
Is that a request from Mark S?
Maybe.
Okay. We're keeping it confidential.
We should call him and ask. A fellow Delawarean.
I'm down. That'd be fun.
I mean,
If you want, yeah.
that's just another confirmation that Delaware is real.
Yeah.
So,
there's apparently, if you missed the entire scoop last time, there was a dude on Twitter who claims that Delaware is not a real state. And because nothing happens in Delaware, basically, that's why it's not a real state.
We're empowering a government official here.
Oh, here we go.
I've heard from a source that you are, in fact, a
Alien?
You have in fact visited the state of Delaware. Can this be confirmed?
Born and raised, baby.
Born and raised.
You heard it first, people.
It's debunked.
That's it. I'm on it.
Matt,
As soon as we start talking about Delaware,
Yeah.
I swear.
the government's trying
Something in the air, man. Wait, what's this?
It's just a wire to plug into it. You get it. Just take some time.
It's gonna take some time to read. All right, Corey, you think you're ready to get to that sandwich?
Yeah, I'll eat it. Why not?
Did you hang up already?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold it. You gotta.
That's all we got.
Can you ASMR your sandwich, Corey?
I can ASMR my. Yeah.
Yeah. Just the first bite.
I don't know if I can.
Just
watch
the
you
first
eat it,
bite.
I don't know if I can watch you eat it. It's absolutely gross.
You're gonna have to give me a
Bad for you,
description.
Corey.
Huh?
I feel bad for you.
So
Yeah, just wait until you hear what's on the fucking sandwich.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, Corey's dumbass lost Headline Hoax. Went 0 for 5 last time.
After going 5-0.
Have to go 5-0.
After going 5 for 5.
Clean sweep into. Sweeping the.
So that means
That's exactly how it is.
that Corey has to eat a disgusting sandwich that I made for him.
I'll tell you what, it smells a little bit like Subway, but that's only because you had Subway not too long ago.
It's real juicy in there.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
gonna give you guys a camera in it.
So
Let's have a look at this. You see all those juices in there?
It doesn't
Sitting
look
at the
any.
bottom?
It honestly doesn't look any better than the main
Where'd you go?
camera.
Where'd you go? There you go.
So you could see the leak.
Oh,
leakage.
you see it leaking down.
See the leakage on the side.
the ingredients in this sandwich started with the base of peanut butter because I just felt like if there's any liquids or anything, it'll kind of catch it, you know? Make sure it didn't seep too much into the bread. So started out with peanut butter and then put a nice layer of onions on there. After that,
What's it smell like? Can I smell it? I just kind of want to smell it.
take a nice whiff there. After that, put a couple green olives on there.
Okay.
Then we got some barbecue spice rub
Man, it's like, it's pungent.
stuff.
That's a lot.
Lot of sriracha.
Dude, I could see the peanut butter mixing with the sriracha.
Some
My parents
and to top it off, an egg yolk, and that is
Boom!
that is a
Yes,
sandwich.
awesome. What were we saying?
My parents bought a bottle of UV sriracha.
Oh.
They make that?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Is it red?
Yeah.
Is it
It's
good?
like orange red. I haven't tried it.
Is it cloudy? I feel like it's cloudy.
It's gotta be
It
chunky.
sounds pretty gross.
Yeah.
It's like half a bottle of vodka and then half a bottle of sriracha.
That's fucking nasty.
Okay,
That's scary.
let me add on to
That's
here.
That is
Let me add on to here that Matt put on a raw egg yolk
Yeah, I did.
for this sandwich.
Raw means uncooked. Raw,
Yes, it does. Dude,
Yo, I can't.
I don't wanna.
Alright, Corey, are you ready?
I don't have to eat the entire thing, right?
Corey, you have to get your hands on it.
I say
take
we-
that
I don't
bad
want
boy
to
out.
get my hands on it,
Let's
dude.
start with the first
You lost the
bite.
fucking
I say
game.
at least half. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's gonna.
Okay, hang on. I have to
Dude,
send
this
this.
fucking.
It's like a
I have to
real
send
big
this out on
bite.
Instagram.
Come on,
Dude,
touch
this
it.
is fucking.
Do it.
I'm touching the shit out of it.
there.
No, I'm not getting it. No,
Get it out,
stop.
buddy.
Okay, it's gonna start oozing. Give me some time here to get used to it. All right, I'm ready. Is this Wonder Bread you used?
Just eat
It is Wonder Bread.
Just trying to stall me. I don't want to fucking do this.
So how
Okay.
many bites, before you take a bite, how many bites do you need to do?
At least half.
I think we should
I
agree
think
on
that's
that.
fair.
Oh.
Half the sandwich?
Onions, here we come.
Oh.
It's actually pretty good.
That was the whole thing.
Thanks, Matt.
Actually, I'll take another one.
Right away. Get a fat bite of
Hold
the
on,
onion.
onions, you broke them open.
Is that
They're
is
sealed.
most definitely an onion right there.
Oh yeah, dude, it is. Peanut butter's coming in. Nice peanut butter aftertaste.
There's a lot of protein in that.
Mm-hmm. No.
Oh, you're gonna crash.
There's an olive peeking out of there right there. You guys can see that olive. I don't think you can.
Hey, let me get this. I'm gonna steal you guys' camera again.
There's the olive.
Wait, turn it more towards it.
Here. Do you see the olive?
Right there.
Okay, I'm gonna just dive right into this olive. This is like eating an MRE. All liquid.
All liquid.
Get that egg yolk yet?
Is it that bad though? It doesn't
I
smell
don't
bad.
know.
You're not like
Yeah,
you're not gagging.
I thought it was gonna be worse, but let me tell you, the sriracha is really overpowering everything.
Finish it off with this bad boy.
Oh, fucking great! What is that? Ooh.
That's
Shot right there in the middle.
All right, last bite. I'm doing one more
What
bite.
did you use it like?
Hey, get that.
Dude,
Like,
I'm kind of concerned about your lack of facial expression while eating this sandwich.
One more bite.
You guys want to do the lotioning up the floor thing?
You
Yeah.
look upset about it. He's like, "I should bite first."
Fuck, dude. Ooh.
Oh.
2 cloves of onions.
Ooh.
I did put some thick onions.
A lot of peanut butter.
Oh, you should have put garlic on it. Oh, that'd have been nasty.
Okay. I'm done with this shit.
Hey,
Oh,
good job, everyone.
Good sport.
for that, we thank you.
All right.
Go put that in the fridge.
Now drink your
Should we save it for later?
Yeah, save it for
Gonna
later.
save it for
The loser has to eat it. eat the half sandwich.
You can donate it to the whatever the where all the kids are living, like the foster homes. You can donate it to one of the foster homes.
where all the kids are living.
I don't know, dude.
Well, the cool kids.
All the kids go to hang out at the foster homes and
State
shit.
of Delaware.
on the weekend.
So that's where they keep home.
Okay. Now I have to finish it off with this thing. What is so? Explain what this is, Cam.
That is a I think it's called Contral. It's like an orange liqueur,
Ooh.
and it's just a shot.
It doesn't look
But
like a
surrounded
shot.
in chocolate.
It looks like a nice.
Well,
little-
there's liquid in there.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
So you just gotta bite it.
He is 21.
Whole thing.
Okay, dude, it's stuck. I'm tempted to just eat it with the wrapping
Do
on it
it.
because it's annoying me.
Looks tastier with
My
the
hands
wrapper.
are.
It does.
I could smell the orange liqueur.
I bet you it's not bad. I haven't had
I
one.
think
though.
it's pronounced La Croix.
Hey, Corey, bite the top
There's
off
still-
of it and then
here,
drink
you
it.
just-
Eat the whole thing at once.
Just eat the whole thing at
Yeah.
once.
You literally
pop
just
it
bit
all
the
in.
wrapper.
Here we go.
There's still wrapper.
No, that's not wrapper.
It looked like
That's some
it. You
seed
probably
butter.
already-
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, down the hatch. Oh yeah.
Is it good?
He said, "Oh yeah." Corey is immune to everything now. I don't know how you honestly ate that sandwich without making a facial expression.
He did. He really did.
Like,
I couldn't have done it.
You could have finished that sandwich, couldn't you? Ed?
that was kind of underwhelming. You should have faked some. You should have
Yeah.
like fake puked or
Should at least
something.
puke on the table.
Yeah, hey, come on, man. Like dramatic effect.
Yeah.
Should have puked back into the bag like after the first bite.
For me, dude.
And then take another bite.
Just everywhere.
For me though, if
need to
I
throw
literally
this away. My
smell
hands are all
olives,
chocolatey and shit now.
it automatically makes me feel bad.
Joke's on you. I like olives.
Me too.
Fuck. Okay, we're getting German. Give me a second.
Alright, sick.
Talk about what else?
Germax. Oh, so Corey has some lotion on the table. He uses it for his feet. He has really crusty feet.
Really liquidy inside too.
Yeah.
Did you add more water when it got low?
That would have been a smart idea.
Extend the life.
I think you put it in the microwave for 10 seconds and then it gets all the lotion on the sides.
Did you ever do that to a glow stick?
No.
If you do that to a glow stick, it makes it really bright.
Really?
Fun
You
fact.
ever done it before?
Put them all over your shirt.
Are you talking about breaking open the glow sticks and flipping all the juices everywhere?
Use it all over his shirt. I can't find a sock one here.
Speaking of Camp Bondasock, Matt, you want to make some foil burgers sometime? Still work there?
Hell yeah, man. Let's get outside, make a fire. All we need is some foil, some potatoes,
A
some
counselor,
beef.
of course.
Some beef, yeah, me. I'll have to be there to supervise.
Don't want the place to burn down.
Maybe some vegetables, you know.
You guys gotta get some mosquito netting. Didn't you guys have to do that?
Yeah, for your bed.
Yeah.
So they, like, fuck with you.
What kind of stuff happens at Camp Bondasock?
what kind of stuff happens.
What kind of stuff happens? Like what's like an everyday
It's magical.
There's
part of working at Camp Ondasong?
There's activities throughout the day. And then there's night activities.
Do they still have that thing where you have to squeeze through?
Squeeze through?
There's like my dad told me
cave?
something about. It was like you have to squeeze through. Yeah, it's like really tight.
Yeah, a really
Isn't it called like Fat Man's?
Fat Man's like
Yes.
misery, fear or something.
Fat Man's Misery.
That's it.
Bingo.
My dad told me that he had to do that as a kid, and he was like, there was some kid that he was with that tried going through it and he got stuck, and they were like,
Dude, it's
gotta
really
call
I always gotta leave them there.
gotta call people, you know.
it's really skinny. Like if you're like not a stick, it's hard to make it through there.
It's like you go, all right, we got to call his parents. Hey, you got to come get your kid. He's stuck in between two rocks. I don't know what you want to do.
Well, we got out the corn oil, but he still wouldn't get out. That little fat son.
He didn't slip through like we thought he would.
He's eating well down there. He's got a lot of butter.
Let's talk about my manager at the ice rink wanted me to talk about this one day. Let's talk about Bigfoot a little bit. Eli, you're a little bit into Bigfoot, or at least you have people that you know that are into Bigfoot. No shit, I wrote this down like 2 weeks ago to like talk about. So I'd like to hear your input on Bigfoot. Is he real? What's the case there?
I do indeed believe that Bigfoot is an extraterrestrial.
Ooh.
But does
So not-
extraterrestrial mean real?
You skipped the entire part of is he real to he's a fucking extraterrestrial.
I think Bigfoot is in fact an alien.
What are you gonna say?
And that's why we don't find
Exactly.
The aliens are real.
we don't find Bigfoot bodies laying around because they,
Yeah,
go
they
back
just
and
go
And they can
back.
fly, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
do they?
Bigfoots can fly. That's what
Oh,
they
do
say.
they
They
interdimensional like
warp
travel?
travel.
Yeah.
Some Rick and Morty type thing. Just shoot a gun and
They
go
just like
in.
snap their fingers and they just teleport to like a different location. Yeah.
Like
I mean,
aliens.
for me, what convinced me
They
was
return back to Delaware.
Yes! Everything's in Delaware.
every conspiracy theory. Yes, it happened in Delaware.
Area 51 is now
It's
located
actually
in
in
Delaware.
Delaware.
We were all like fucking wrong our entire lives.
Now, for me, what convinced me that Bigfoot's real is when they started making TV shows about it. No,
The
but
Bigfoot hunters?
yeah, like they're like running through they're like walking through the woods at night, and he's like, I do believe there's a squatch in these woods.
Squatch?
And then you hear somebody throw a tree branch over there. You're like, Chandra, was that you? And they're like, Tom, Tom, are you okay? Hook through that branch! It's like literally anything could have made that noise.
It's like the ghost hunters.
Ghost hunters.
Something
Yeah.
like something shakes the camper at night.
Jesus.
It's literally just a cameraman. Like,
An
up.
old door creaks. It's like, yeah, this house is 100 years old. Some doors are gonna creak, man.
Is it
There must
creek?
be a Bigfoot in it.
Bigfoot inside the door.
Are we in Delaware? We got a thing from a message that says, Eli, did you start doing heroin?
Did you?
It's from the chat. Who is that? Oh, it's Marty
Marty
McPeacock. It's the Davis twins
I
back at it
see.
again.
That guy again.
Or one of them. One of them. But
No, they work together, right?
they do work
Combo.
One types with their left hand and one's with their at the keyboard. Just, and completely in sync. They never type a wrong way.
But I thought it was interesting about Bigfoot. I don't think he's real.
Really?
I don't
Do you
think
believe in
he's real.
aliens?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I don't believe
But
in
you believe in
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot? Do you believe in Loch Monster?
No,
No.
The locker monster.
I don't believe in Loch Ness Monster. That thing ain't alive still. Are you kidding me?
Unless it's an
You
alien.
don't know.
It ain't an alien.
Damn.
Now, the thing that would get me is what if there was just like in all those tunnels that they say the Loch Ness Lake or whatever, all those tunnels lead to like an alien secret base right in the core of the earth. That'd be crazy.
Wow.
Like a Bigfoot.
He's just
headquarters.
Like a bunch of Bigfoots walking around.
Hey, tell us
Where
what
all
you
the
know.
Bigfoot
It's
Where all the
probably a
myths
FEMA
go to
camp
hang
down
out.
there.
It's a bar. It's actually just a bar. Everyone comes
couches,
in.
you know,
Yeah.
TVs.
Coke machine.
Coke machine.
The foster kids are there to hang out.
They all reconvene though back in Delaware.
All right.
So.
Fun fact: Delaware is actually in Scotland,
I knew
and we've
it.
been wrong this whole time. The maps, when they first made the maps, they had it all backwards.
Is that why people think the Earth is flat?
I don't know.
Let's talk about flat Earth.
Yeah, the Earth's
Let's talk
flat.
about flat Earth. then.
Conspiracies all day long, man.
Is this a conspiracy podcast?
It can be though.
No, it
It
can
is
be whatever
it
it
is
wants
today.
to be. It can be whatever it wants to be. What we're, I don't even.
Okay, good
I'm subject
conspiracy.
to Bigfoot.
You're still stuck on the Bigfoot?
No, I said we were on the subject of Bigfoot.
So what's the
And
difference
Delaware.
between Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and Yeti?
Oh wow.
Because there's like.
Yeti's white.
like the snow.
Yeah, Yeti's in the snow biome.
Yeah.
Yeti's a company.
Yeti
that makes
is
calls.
Bigfoot in the winter.
They
Right?
always spawn in
Like when it gets snow on him and he's just white instead of brown. So like if you see him in the summer, you're like, oh, that's Bigfoot. In the winter, okay, it's Yeti.
What if-
you got another difference?
What if the Yeti's just a really old one? He's just really white.
Oh,
Like you know,
shit.
this guy was just chilling.
Another theory?
Can we pull up a chart of all the types of
Oh,
squatches?
You can-
Yeah, hang
I
on.
can
Let me
look
get
it
my
up.
Excel spreadsheet
There's
out right now.
like a bunch of different ones. PowerPoint presentation.
Let's see. Let's see if I can find.
There's just a bunch of pie charts.
Let's see if I
Yeah,
can find
let's
something.
come up.
Different types of
Please tell me you have a Venn diagram somewhere.
Sasquatches. And then let's go to Google Images. Well, there we go.
Holy
There's our
shit.
answer.
That's a lot of different
Whoa!
types.
What about the
Yeah,
skunk
there's
ape?
a lot.
You guys ever hear about the skunk ape? We were talking about Florida. There's an ape.
What the fuck is that?
There's an ape in Florida that like keeps like rummaging through people's backyards. And they say he's really stinky, and they call him the skunk ape. Look up the skunk ape.
Look up the skunk
Yeah.
ape. Okay, hang on.
That's
Only in Florida.
another cryptid.
Skunk ape.
There he is, right there.
Which one?
Do you smell him?
I don't smell him, but
That's
there
him?
he is.
Oh god, that smells
God,
terrible.
I hate Florida.
I think it might just be the sandwich still.
It's like he's literally he's going into people's backyards, just taking a dump on their back porch, and then leaving, and they're like, "Skunk ape!"
Did you guys ever hear about the zombie raccoons?
What?
No.
Zombie
Yeah,
raccoons.
look it up.
All right, we're
It's
going.
crazy.
We're going like
We're falling down a hole.
No,
here.
it's
down.
crazy. My manager
Literally
called
every
told me-
minute, it's just like.
What are?
No, go
That's
to-
just a regular raccoon.
Go to the articles about it.
The article. I can't read this, school kids. So, what is
Read from
this?
here, maybe.
What does this say?
Oh, I don't want to watch this.
Ohio City on edge.
Doesn't look like a zombie raccoon.
Yeah.
It says now you know.
Now I know
kinda creepy.
about zombie raccoons.
Police jumping calls for raccoons seems strange, but we're told it's not because they have rabies. Tonight, First News reporter Molly Reed shares a first-hand account from a man who saw one of the raccoons and took pictures of it.
This is
Plus,
where
we're
it
hearing from
starts.
ODNR about why the animals are acting this way. Molly has more details tonight at 11.
In the past couple of weeks, Youngstown police have been called to over a dozen of these raccoon calls, and all of them have the same report of what they are calling strange.
Wait, is that-
zombie-like
That's your
Is that
desktop
one of the
browser.
raccoons?
Look over there.
It's like right behind her, you see one on
Saw
two
a
legs.
raccoon coming our way.
I thought he had a
Robert
gun in his
Coggeshall's
hand.
was interrupted by a feisty and sick raccoon last week.
I got the dogs back in the house. The raccoon follows right to the front door.
Once inside, Robert grabbed his camera to document what he called extremely strange behavior.
What the fuck?
This is the dumbest thing.
Okay, that looks weird, but at the same time,
Raccoon Ruby
can raccoons not get
He
sick?
would show his teeth, and then he would fall over backwards and go into almost like a comatose condition.
Robert attempted to scare the raccoon away, only to find the animal was not interested in leaving.
He'd come out of it, walk around, and then he'd do the same thing again.
Youngstown police were called to 14 similar situations in the past 3 weeks. Reports detailing particular behavior and large noises or motions not scaring the animals away. The majority of the calls happen in the daytime too, and raccoons are nocturnal. Those animals, including the one in Robert's house,
He's wait.
Can we get a brightness check?
Wait.
He's on low power mode.
Wait. Watch closely as he shows the pictures on his iPad or whatever the fuck this
Including the one in
is.
Robert's yard.
He literally goes from
Happened in the
this
daytime,
one
too.
that he has.
Raccoons are nocturnal.
Hold
Those
on, wait.
animals, including the one
He goes from that one that he has, zoomed up to that one,
Ohio Department of
in the same fucking picture, dude.
Oh god.
Dude, is that not?
He's on the iPad.
Is that not what a raccoon?
He
looks
goes
like?
up really close to the raccoon. He's
He's
like,
like, children, portrait mode.
like, pretty good picture of a raccoon.
What's a
honestly.
raccoon supposed to look like when it's on your front porch? It's gonna be pissed if you walk out the door. You know what I mean?
Dude, they're rabbits.
It
Exactly
doesn't sound like rabies, but rather a
happens.
disease called distemper.
Raccoons are really prone to getting several different diseases that, even amongst themselves, can be devastating to the population.
Jeff says diseases like this stay local and eventually
Why didn't you
die
fucking
off.
shoot
When you
it?
end up with just a couple individuals left that aren't as susceptible to it, then the disease kind of dies out for a while until the populations grow again.
Why is it walking? Like, what does the disease for a raccoon have to do with the raccoon just being like walking on his back two legs?
You guys remember the scene in Holes where Mr. Sir is like shooting the lizards? Like he's just shooting at him. I imagine he did that when he saw him.
It's like,
No, I don't think he shot it like at all. I don't think he took action against the raccoons at all.
Dude, whatever.
He just he.
Took pictures of it the whole time.
What a pussy.
Let me grab. He's like, let me grab my
my
super duper
Samsung iPad.
Pose, please. Get on your back legs like you just did. I'll give you a treat.
I was like, he did the tree.
I'll give you a
like,
steak
yeah.
bone. Like,
Probably just hanging out with this raccoon on the day-to-day. I just wanted some news publicity.
he's probably got it locked in his basement.
He let it outside to take pictures of it. And then,
Like, really, he's probably just got it fucking locked in his basement. That's what. That was the most random thing you've ever brought up,
Yes.
Soul Kid.
We were talking about.
How did you find that?
My manager told me about it.
Man.
He was like, "Did you hear about zombie raccoons?" I said, "What?"
gotta have conversations you have with your manager.
Oh, we have the stupidest
You're
conversation.
just like sitting at the break table. He's like, "So you hear about those fucking zombie raccoons?"
No, it was literally the middle of rush. He just randomly said it. We'll get around. He's like, "You ever hear about them zombie raccoons?" I'm like,
So you're in the middle of like the popular time for people to come to your restaurant,
the middle
and
of
in the
rush.
middle of nowhere, he just goes, "You ever hear about that story about
yeah,
zombie
like,
raccoons?"
You ever hear about zombie raccoons? I literally like, what?
There's a guy with a hook. He like scratches
Yeah.
That's fucking random.
Everything just stopped for a second.
That's fucking random. Let's jump into something completely different because these conspiracy theories are really hurting my head. Or actually, what we could do is
They
jump
take a
into
toll on you, man.
they hurt your brain, dude. Let's talk about Elon Musk for a little bit.
A
Wow,
legend.
okay. Like-
Legends.
Smart guy right there.
All right, there's a conspiracy theory he believes in where everything is a simulation.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
You guys think that's true?
I don't know.
Like,
My Google Home started like freaking out whenever he was talking about AIs when I was watching his Joe Rogan podcast.
yeah.
Wait, what do you mean it started freaking out?
Like it just started like talking and like fading out all the noise on the TV. It was weird. And I rewinded it again, and it did on the exact same part.
What the fuck?
It's like, you know how we have like Sims, like Sim characters?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like that, but like if it was more like advanced.
Like Sims 76.
And they just have like free will.
So we're
And
just
so it's just like a simulation inside of a simulation, and when like the sim gets advanced enough, then they create their own.
Their own sim game.
Yeah.
I think
So
you
that's,
can
like,
play
pretty
the
much, like, what
Sims
the theory
in The
is.
Sims.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's like an option to do it. I don't
So
basically
it's just
we're
that, but on like a bigger scale.
we're just one big alien ant farm.
We are. I mean, from last week, whenever Jake talked about those robots that killed like 29 people in Japan in a laboratory, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I just watched a video on that, like the woman in the press conference talking about.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Twitter, and it was like she was like, "This day we all have to fear this because this is our future." It happened, I think, it was recorded like 2015 or something like 3 years ago, but it was just released because I guess they just kept it quiet or something. So they've been fucking working on robots. They've been working on robots that'll assassinate people. Yeah, they've been working on fucking. Are you looking at the chat?
No, I thought of, I saw Andrew on there, and I thought he looked like a paint sniffer for some reason.
First off, I'm a paint eater.
Sorry.
Paint sniffer.
I don't know why. That's why I laughed.
Because I do drugs, dude.
Anyways,
Is that a donation?
Yeah, John Ball donates us $6.
Yeah, John Ball.
Thanks, John. Appreciate
John.
it. I think it's crazy though that never got out on the news or anything.
I agree.
I never heard of that.
Especially when I seen like when it happened.
Yeah.
Like how old it was.
It's like about 3 or something years old.
Really?
And
it
just got out.
Maybe 2016. So.
Yeah, it just got out, and then
Man, that's like a massacre.
Yeah,
29
That's a
people.
lot of people. Yeah.
for 2 years ago though, like, and for it to never get out,
Right?
it's how does that even fucking happen?
No fucking clue.
29 people died.
Did it happen?
The family didn't say shit. It's just crazy. Someone said love the flannel chase, but they can't even see you.
I love it.
They can't see either. You literally can't see either of them.
It's a
You
shitty
have to, like,
webcam.
squeeze.
I think someone earlier said tell Chase to sit in Eli's lap so he
That
can
was
see.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, that was Ronaldo. My
That's
God.
clown.
But no, back to Elon Musk because we got talked about flamethrowers. No, we talked about random conspiracy shit for a little bit, but like, did you hear the shit on Elon Musk whenever after he smoked weed on Joe Rogan's shit, he was like condemned and
Yeah, he
everyone's
just stepped down from
dishonored.
his position.
Really?
And his stock dropped like a bunch % because
Yeah.
he did that.
It's legal though.
Yeah.
No, that's but people still look down on it, you know.
NASA's doing a full review, like safety review of the SpaceX program.
That's fucked.
Since he did that, because he promotes like a drug-free environment, so they're gonna like test everybody
Wow.
and do all that because he smoked weed on it.
Oh, that's really
They didn't
shitty.
care that he was drinking, but as soon as he smoked.
It's like the same thing. It's literally the same thing.
It's just, dude, it's
He was
silly.
looking
Like
at it so goofy.
the amount of people right now that are sitting in prison because of marijuana and stuff like that is just insane.
It's like 3 strikes, right? You get caught
Yeah.
with it 3 times, you're in jail.
It's
Or
like
you're in prison.
well, 3 strikes and you get like a decent amount of time just for having it.
Like
on-
personal amounts, like not even intent to sell.
Yeah, exactly.
You're only harming yourself, and you're really not even doing that. So
I just feel bad for the guy. He had to step down from his position just because of.
He had like a lot of other stuff going on though.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
he stepped down. It wasn't just like smoking weed.
You already got conspiracy theorist.
Still
The guy that
got-
made Facebook. Is he a lizard
Mark
person?
Zuckerberg.
Is he a lizard person?
A midget person?
No, a lizard person.
Are you saying
We're gonna have to
are you
cut
saying he
that out.
looks like a lizard?
No, he's just a lizard person. I don't know how to explain
The hell
it.
does that
It's
mean?
true. I don't
A
know.
Another
reptilian
conspiracy.
elite. A reptilian elite. Like Hillary Clinton.
Like Hillary Clinton.
Wait,
all
do
her
you think that?
robots.
Do you think he's a lizard person?
No, but he's crazy. You ever seen the interview after all the Facebook stuff? Like,
Oh, whenever he
they
drank
Facebook-
water,
Yeah, like he's like a robot. Like,
he took a drink of water and he was like,
I mean, you gotta think though, like how nervous he had to be right before he went, because literally they just like absolutely drilled into him.
They were
and
trying
his
to roast
company
him.
is worth so much money, and if he screwed that up, then it could really mess up his business.
yeah.
So like every single thing he did, he was thinking about it. Like when he was about to drink that water, like he probably like literally
about it.
just
it's
thought
like, ah,
about
what
it.
if they poison him?
Yeah.
Oh, should I drink the water now? Should I drink it? Should I drink it in 3
Should I drink it
seconds?
later? Should I just, wait for a little bit?
Grabby, water.
I'm parched. Yeah.
Humans get thirsty. Takes a
You get thirsty.
But, like, back to Elon Musk, because Skull Kid talked about something completely off topic again.
lizard person head ass.
Lizard
over there.
person
Still never
wannabe.
explained what a lizard person is. I don't know.
It's a conspiracy. Yeah.
It's one of the
Lizard
weirder ones.
person.
It's like, isn't it like something involving? Isn't it like some kind of like alien race or something that's like?
So a person
posing
that's
as
so
humans
undercover
that are
here.
part
in
lizard.
power.
Yeah, there's a
Pull it up on
lizard.
the screen.
A lizard person?
Yeah.
There's like, look up like Hillary Clinton.
Just look up Hillary
Clinton.
Clinton.
There's a video of Obama blinking sideways.
Yeah, that's what like Hillary Clinton's is.
Blinking.
Hillary
You
Clinton
mean instead of
was-
blinking like this, blinking like this? That's hilarious.
Um,
It's weird.
first one that pops up.
Look at that one in the middle.
Whoa!
No, look at the one that's under that one. That her eyes are like purplish.
This one?
No. Keep
Which
going
one?
to the right. There it is.
Oh, this one.
Yep. That is edited as shit. Her eyes are gold.
No,
Oh my
they are in
God.
real life.
That's how she is. Have you ever seen her in real life?
Her eyes are
Then you don't
gold,
know.
and she's got that little like, you know how the snake eyes are like, the pupils are like little slivers.
Yeah. Holy shit.
There's some weird ones on. These are. I
Holy
mean, these are
shit,
just
no!
The
All right, that's
resemblance is
proven.
key.
Twins.
It's proven. What about this one?
Bill,
That's pretty good.
no wonder Bill was having an affair.
I did not have sexual relations.
Hillary
with that
Clinton,
woman.
lizard person. There's a baby coming out of an egg.
That's terrible. That's just terrible.
Oh, I need to find that.
Dude, this is goofy.
That's gonna be my background for
This is goofy. I didn't know like people were accusing Hillary Clinton to be a lizard person.
Oh,
There's a
dude.
bunch of other people too.
Basically, anybody who's in power, they accuse.
That's a hawk.
Yeah, that's a hawk.
She's a hawk.
Dude, Hillary Clinton is literally...
That's like a Terminator lizard Obama.
If you want to find more, do the Queen.
What about this one? Do the Queen?
Yeah, the Queen. Everybody talks about her.
Queen Elizabeth being a lizard person?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
God, Hillary Clinton's such a terrible person.
I don't know. Isn't everyone?
I mean, dude, she was like...
Okay. All right. Right off the
Senate
bat.
Scandal.
Right off the bat. We got an interesting one.
What's this guy got to say about it?
There's a few. I mean, I don't really see
Nobody
much with
stands like that.
The Queen of England.
That's
There's-
it. Look at
there's
the
Mark.
outro.
Yep.
This is not even with the.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus probably... She's not human. She's something else.
This is just some random shit. Like,
Yeah, do that.
which
Go
one?
back up that one.
Reptile eyes.
She's got blood in her
I
eyes.
know.
It's reptile eyes.
Bloody eyes.
Oh, look at the Obama one.
Where's it? Oh, this one. What are they circling?
Oh,
His eyes and his cheeks?
No, he's got like...
Scaly skin.
Scaly, yeah,
Yeah.
scaly skin.
He's shedding.
He's shedding.
Poor guy.
He's
Poor
not a
guy.
dog.
But,
He's just a snake.
He's just a snake.
Slither, little snakey snake.
I was gonna talk about like what Elon Musk has done in general, besides after what like he was accused for and why he dropped down of his position, because that man has done a fuck ton of shit.
PayPal.
People
Did
forget
he make
about
PayPal?
that.
Yeah, he made PayPal.
Wow, I did not know he made PayPal.
Exactly. No one knows
he
that.
made, like,
Shit.
I don't know. He makes like solar panel houses too.
Yeah.
And then the Hyperloop.
He does
I-
Boring Company.
Yeah, he's like
Oh yeah, he does the Boring Company.
he's working on like the Hyperloop systems,
Oh.
so like you can like travel like insanely fast.
It's like a
I don't
magic.
know,
It's a
like,
really
how much
fast
he's involved
train.
with it, 'cause he does like SpaceX and Tesla.
He, dude. I mean, he's done it.
That's
He's-
already a future.
He's made a
trying-
rocket that lands itself. Reusable rockets.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, Tesla does not seem real.
And he was born in Africa.
Yeah, he's South African, right?
He was?
Mm-hmm. He's South African.
Man, I don't know shit about Elon Musk then. This is crazy.
There's a documentary on YouTube.
But like Tesla is fucking. It's like literally the future. It goes faster than sports cars that are
Tops out at
gas.
120.
And it's
He's gonna
literally
make a
like-
lot of his own money.
Mhm. Well, he makes
Tesla.
PayPal. That's how he funds everything.
All the money from PayPal that you
Literally,
put
though.
into it just goes to Elon Musk. That'd be funny. Someone said, "Where's the blue moon?"
I'm still in recovery.
Recovery from last
Recovery.
night.
I cannot drink.
Hey, next time on the podcast,
There will be blue moons.
I think the blue moon shall make a return.
Matt, side question: did you have a headline hoax prepared today or no?
No,
You do not. Okay,
I
So
made
there
your
will not be-
sandwich so you could do your punishment.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Makes more sense now. I just didn't know if we had one ready or not.
Man, it sounded like I was an alcoholic. I said I'm in recovery.
I'm in the recovery stage.
Yeah.
You know, A's been going good.
I've been drinking since Christmas.
Have you?
Literally every day you wake up, you're like, tequila, and you just pour yourself
I got
a
drunk
shot.
on the plane, and that was the funnest thing ever.
Did you?
Most fun, yeah.
Tell me about your Christmas in Maryland.
That was pretty cool. I went home, I saw my dad. That was cool, and then I went to my aunt's and saw them. Kind of chilled.
I will say, you look more like your mom than your dad.
Yeah. You're the only person that actually sent pictures of my parents to too. Yeah.
I feel special.
Yeah. Crazy. I didn't send you a picture of the alpaca though.
No, you should have sent me pictures.
I have.
You have your alpaca farm, right?
Yeah. Pretty cool. I think we're trying to sell it though.
You don't sound like a real person right now.
I think we're trying to sell it though.
Tell me about your alpaca farm, please.
Well, it's really cool. So, there's 5 different like spots where the alpacas are. The one in the barn is crazy because the barn is also a movie theater, a store, and a vet. Like it's crazy.
How did your family say let's start an alpaca farm?
So
There's a veterinarian in the barn.
It's like a vet shop.
Oh.
Yeah, so they can just do stuff. They have a table and everything.
Crazy.
So funny story. So I actually didn't know this until we went and picked Hunter up from Pennsylvania before I moved down here, and he asked my uncle how. So what happened was him and my aunt were sitting down one day, and my aunt saw an alpaca in a magazine and said, "I want these," and then we got an alpaca farm. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, she saw
Really
it.
doing what's on her mind.
Yeah, she saw an alpaca and they went, yeah, an
She
alpaca.
saw an alpaca and she obtained an alpaca. Or 2.
A lot.
Or however many you
lot.
fucking have.
It was like, I think when I went there it was 20 something.
Have you ever met another person
With
in your
alpacas?
lifetime with alpacas?
No, never.
Have you ever, like, been to another place that has alpacas
No,
for show?
never.
No? Skull Kid, you're a crazy fucking dude.
Alpacas, like the beast though, like the fur.
Yeah.
Comfiest stuff ever.
Really?
Make them into clothes. Ooh.
How do you get the fur? Like, you just shave
it.
them?
So it's funny. So alpacas are stupid. So you have to shave them. Because in the summer, they're not smart enough to go lay somewhere cool. And they'll just overheat and die.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just alpacas on fire.
So
They're just so dumb that they want to die out of the heat.
So you guys sell your alpaca fur?
Yeah, they do. They make it into clothes. My aunt just does it, makes it into clothes, dyes it, sews it, whatever you do to make alpaca clothes. She was on the news once.
Really?
Yeah.
For her alpaca.
5 for the alpaca farm. Yeah.
Damn.
It's like, we got so many goddamn alpacas.
We got an alpaca over there. We got an alpaca over there. Come on down to the alpaca farm.
Out of the corner, one like a lizard alpaca comes out of the corner and attacks everybody. Shit, get my gun!
Oh my god.
Another interesting thing, their neighbors are doomsday preppers,
Oh, that's sick.
and they have a bunker a little bit off the land. I don't know how far. But they have a bunker that they're waiting for the end of the world. They have a group of people, like a doctor, a vet, all that stuff that's going to go live there. They got it all stocked up and everything. They got everything you can do to basically live in a bunker for hundreds of years. Crazy.
Do they like stock it with food every day or
I
something?
mean, they just get canned goods and wait till they run out. They
That's
run out.
crazy.
They wasted money, but like they're
So
always
you're gonna be
ready.
prepared.
Yeah, they're always ready. It's crazy.
Or if you need an extra can of beans or something,
Yeah, just go down to the bunker.
Yeah.
Be like, we're out of baked beans. Just go to the bunker.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you on your alpaca farm?
Okay. Huh. Okay, so the craziest thing, it doesn't have to do with alpacas. So the fence for the alpacas, the bottom of it is electric. Why? It was because they had dogs.
Is it just like a rope fence though?
Huh?
It's like the rope fence.
It's an invisible electric.
It's a white picket fence.
Oh.
3 lines, and then under it's the line for electric. It was only because they had dogs. But one day I went down there, I was like 8 or 9, and they have a golf cart. We were driving the golf cart, and I fell off the golf cart. And like they were driving, I held on to the bottom, I was dragging.
What?
And then they pulled it off, and I stopped, and I rolled straight into the electric fence. And it was awful.
So you
It started raining.
It started raining. I just walked inside. I just accepted it.
So you got shocked pretty bad.
Yeah.
What was the pain level on that?
You know, I mean, it hurt at first, but then it's just kind of like, it happened. It's done.
Have you ever been tased?
No.
You want to get tased?
No.
No, I don't. I was just asking if you wanted to get
You
tased.
want to get tased?
I thought it'd be pretty cool. Like an
Yeah.
actual like
To get
taser
tased?
thing to like get the hooks in.
You know you can buy tasers for like $10 on
Those aren't like actual like police rated tasers.
It's still a taser.
It's still a taser,
It's like-
man. I've got
it's
tased
like-
with the $10 taser. Still hurts, man.
Oh, I bet it does, dude.
Still hurts.
I want to get a cattle prod.
What would you have on your cattle?
Let's
prod?
buy one and bring
Oh,
it
wait,
on
no,
next
you-
time and tase the shit
I was
out
thinking of one of the branders.
No. It's just like a taser, but like on like a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. Just barely zap the cow, so they just start fucking going.
Yeah, they're
Pretty much.
gone.
But yeah, I think we're gonna go into our first break pretty soon,
That sounds like a good idea.
so we can figure out some eBay items of the week.
Oh, you don't have them?
I have not done.
Wow.
But we'll
on the
get to
wing,
it.
Corey. Way to prepare.
We'll get to it. I know, right? I'm the best preparer.
We also got our beautiful segment, reading poetry out loud as if it was ASMR very slowly.
Very slowly.
reading poetry lyrics, or no, reading song lyrics with somber piano music in the background.
As if it were poetry.
Yeah, as if it were
and
poetry. We've also got Skull Kids. I'm not high yet, but I'm gonna be probably later.
I'm gonna
thoughts.
be later.
And
Yeah, man.
we've also
420 blaze up.
we've also got we don't have Jake's sports updates, so Skull Kid, we're gonna have to ask you about this.
Well, I have a lot of sports updates.
But then I've also got a super secret surprise that I'll show you guys in a little bit.
Don't tease me.
We'll do that too. We'll talk about the job shadow and how crazy it is at a hospital. But yeah, I guess we'll be right back.
Do you have to put anyone down?
No, I'll talk about it. But we'll be back. So stay tuned as I put on the where's the BRB scene? There it is. We'll be back.